Hello and welcome back to Storm Division. It's the late show. I'm the Crushinator and it is merch night here tonight. I've got the fun Sappers here. I've got NGS. I've got the new 30k stuff. Oh! It's all here tonight. Welcome to our most excellent matchup. We've got 30 carats taking on Fun Sappers, two titans here in Storm Division, and they want to get going. They want to go straight away. So let's go to map select. Get you up to speed here. Volskaya Foundry, Dragonshire, Alterac Pass, Garden of Terror, all banned away. Who wants to see those maps anyway? We're starting on Infernal Shrines. We're straight into the draft. Let's do it. Let's do it! Hope you're all having an excellent evening. Hope you're here for a late one. Normally we don't get to play this late. Normally I don't cast this late. But it's a Friday. And how could I miss this one? How could I possibly miss this one? Draft is underway here. Fun Sappers banning out Brightwing. Junkrat taken away here by 30 carats. Powerhouse picks. I want to see if there's going to be any targets here. It's tough with these two teams to target anything, though. They play at such a high level. They play at such a flexible way. But you really just kind of have to ban the top stuff. You see it here. Hogger banned out. Fun Sappers don't want to deal with the unstoppable machine. And there goes Lucio. No cleanses allowed. That will allow for, you know, a non-zero number of kills this game. As Lucio is very, very good at preventing any teamfight advantages from ever happening. So we'll see what's picked up first here. Got some globals available. Tahaka, popular first pick. Blaze, also very strong. Sylvanas, something to think about here if you're Fun Sappers. Hanzo, another one that might come up here now that Junkrat is banned away. Gonna be that Sylvanas. Roger, picking that up here for Fun Sappers. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Sylvanas, basically the top assassin when it comes to first pick, I think. Sometimes you do the Hanzo. Sometimes, you know, if Junkrat's available, that's cool too. Sylvanas just does everything all the time. It's hard to go wrong. We got Legacy locking in the Diablo here and Cattle locking up the Tychus. See if there's going to be any switcheroos in the roles here for 30 carats or if they're just making some draft decisions for each other here. Diablo Tychus, pretty strong pairing. Definitely just because you don't want to see Tychus on the other side. Sylvanas does have a little bit of percent damage that she can take for Diablo. It'd be nice for Fun Sappers to pick up a little bit more later in the draft here. Slug Hunter going to go with the Anduin, Tremor with the Johanna, nothing too crazy there. Pretty standard front and back battery here for Fun Sappers. Staying flexible. Tychus this early is probably the most, you know, out there pick in terms of flexibility. It tends to go to a pretty certain style. So we'll see if 30 carats wants to ban away something a little more divey or something with a little bit more follow-up. They've already taken the Anduin, which is pretty good follow-up to Diablo. Malfurion is sometimes seen paired with Diablo, though Malfurion tends to not be picked that early. Could still be the plan here for 30 carats, though, as we've got Lucio gone, Brightwing's gone, Anduin's gone. Could see a Deckard as well. Deckard has a pretty easy follow-up to Diablo engages. But Leoric banned. We're going to see Zeratul next to be banned here by Fun Sappers. Zeratul can act as an off-lane here on Infernal Shrines and definitely harass those rotations. And it also just generally makes, you know, teamfight positioning all that much more difficult, because two people ever get close to each other, you gotta feel that Void Prison coming. Liam is going to lock up that top-tier offlaner in the Blaze, with Hogger already banned away. That Leoric ban does make Blaze's life a little bit easier, as those two tend to clash. Dar's going to go with the Rhaegar here, so not exactly a CC follow-up for Diablo, though Blaze does fill that role. Can definitely throw down that slow totem for people trying to get away afterwards. Though it's going to have to take multiple engages to get through Anduin saves. And possibly Johanna saves. Johanna's been mostly going with Blessed Shield these days. But with this type of engage here, we might see a falling sword at a Tremor. Last two picks, we've got Mephisto and Urel. Mason Blaze locking up that Urel infrared on the Mephisto. Mephisto does do some good work here on Infernal Shrines. We've mostly seen Mephisto lately as a counter pick to double healer, though it still has Mephisto still has a good niche here on Shrines, being able to access the point while leaving the body in a very safe place due to the architecture around those objectives. Last pick spot here. Cure, gonna bring the Chromie. Chromie, good ranged follow-up. Diablo can tend to get a little bit far away. So Chromie with that extra range can catch up. Looks like they are switching around a little bit. Madara's gonna head over to that Chromie. Cure's gonna go for Tychus Cattle back on that Diablo. Looking fantastic. All right. This is a good one. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. Our potentially top two teams. 30k absolutely in first right now. 0 map losses on the season. Fun Sappers, they've been having a little bit more fun in their series, but they are undefeated in series as well thus far. But one team will not be undefeated by the end of tonight. As we load in, let's quickly take a look at this. It's the prize screen. If you feel like donating to a prize pool that goes 100% to the players, if you want to support some good North American amateur Heroes of the Storm action, you might get a giveaway, you might get a kickback. For a minimum $5 donation, you're entered into a draw to win a nice NGS coffee mug. $10 puts you in the draw for an NGS mousepad, and a minimum $15 donation gets you in the draw to win a lovely NGS t-shirt. All yours for supporting the players. It's just a cool thing to do. Head on over there, !Matcherino, if you want to check that out. Let's get into the game. Don't forget, Heroes International qualifier number 2 for North America is being run by Nexus Gaming Series, and it's going this weekend. Qualifier number 2 starts tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. We've got a whole host of excellent casters that are going to be bringing you all the action. We've got 6 first-round matches starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. All sorts of casters are going to be out. We've got Jazzaline, we've got Bahamut, we've got Raka, we've got Gimme More Cosplay, we've got Eric with a K, we've got Shadonis. El Gandalf's going to be coming in with the Portuguese stream. The Brazilian Portuguese stream, I should say. Possibly others as well. It's open. If you're a caster, you want to check it out, let us know on Discord. You might be able to stream with us tomorrow. Make sure you support it. Head on over to heroesinternational.net if you want to learn more, if you want to contribute to their prize pool. If you've got money coming out places you don't want to mention, and you just love Heroes of the Storm and you want to support these players, you got Storm Division, we got the giveaway going on there. You got Heroes International, they've got a whole ass land going on in Miami, starting honestly in like a month. It's all coming up so fast. It's all coming up so fast. Game hasn't started yet. We'll come back to me for a moment. Let's introduce them again. On the left in the blue, we have 30 Carats. Legacy is on the Rhaegar. Cure is playing Tychus. Madara on Chromie. Liam on Blaze. Cattle on the Diablo. On the right in the red, we have Fun Sappers. Infrared is on Sylvanas. Mason Blaze is on Urel. Slug Hunter is playing the Anduin. Tremor is on Johanna. And we've got Roger on the Mephisto. See what the initial scrap is going to be. Looks like Blaze already headed to top lane. Diablo headed on down south, just in case there's any Sylvanas trickery. Looks like Fun Sappers just wants to clear that mid and be on their way. Couple abilities on the wave, and there it goes. Fun Sappers going to get the quick clear. Start to rotate. Already rotating here is 30 Carats. I like this move. Leave Tychus in the mid. Send the rest of the team down so you can try to slow out the rotation. Try to get back on par here. A very quick wave clear on the side of Fun Sappers is going to put them ahead here in the early game. Tychus actually waiting for Urel here. Mason Blaze is coming on down. Liam was waiting for a rotation on the other side, so trying to hedge their bets a little bit there, so no stun follow-up going to be had. But wow, very coordinated wave clear here from Fun Sappers. Both teams going to go ahead and jump on their camps straight away here. No initial invades to be had. Pretty similar clear speed between the two squads. Very similar. See if anyone's going to go for this bottom camp here. It looks like another possible move onto Mason Blaze, but Urel is going to jump on out of there. Fun Sappers not going for the bottom camp just yet. Cattle's going to scout out that rotation. Going to be a little bit of damage to this mid wall here. Tremor stepping up, trying to interrupt the rotations a little bit, is going to go ahead and burn that Iron Skin. His infrared warps on out of there. Liam finds a stun onto the back line. Slug Hunter going to take a little bit of damage there. Tyche's Grenade is going to bring Anduin down to half. This Cattle looking in for an engage on the edge, but can't quite find the target that they want. Rotations are getting a little bit less crisp here as they try to interrupt each other. Slowing each other down. That's the poker game. That's the way you gotta do it. Coming up on the 2-minute 30 mark, we see Blaze has started the top left Shaman camp here for 30 carats. Jumping straight on the bottom camp here, though, is Fun Sappers. We're gonna pick that up without any resistance here. Some more harassment onto Urel in the mid. A little bit light on mana here for a couple of our members. Tychus, those high mana grenades being thrown into the wall. We do have a Frozen Shrine coming up first. Here in the mid lane, coming up in about 10 seconds here. Both teams extremely even. Getting all the same stuff done, pretty much have the same level of soak. Liam going to start up this objective straight away here. And we'll see who can draw first objective blood. Sylvanas trying to clear out that top side here for Fun Sappers. Chromie getting an advantage on the bottom wave here for 30 carats. Oh, nice knockaway there by Mason Blaze to deny the stun. Tremor getting back to safety. Even on count on these minions so far, as both teams believe they have the advantage on this objective. 30 carats getting a slight lead on these kills. About 10 ahead now. Mason Blaze over the top, but you're all very light on mana in there trying to create some extra space. Fun Sappers getting a couple of these hits, but 30 carats doing a good job of getting enough last hits to stay ahead on the count. Stun out onto Roger as Cure is able to move away from the Lightning Nova. It's looking like 30 carats are getting enough of these hits. They're going to go ahead and pick up the first Frozen Punisher of the game. And move it on down the mid lane, which is already severely damaged. 30 carats doing a good job of softening up that wall and getting it ready for our first Frozen Punisher. So they might be able to take down a whole fort here. Big bait there from Johanna. Going to draw the Frozen Punisher a little bit closer. This next round of abilities will turn off the structure, so Fun Sappers has to be a little bit careful of the next engage here from Cattle. Roger stunned in the back, but it's going to be fine. Fort is getting low, and it is going to fall here. So there's the structure advantage. Cattle is going to get the root there, but the Slug Hunter with the pull is going to save Tremor. Getting quite a bit done, but that is something you can do with an early Frozen Punisher. The scaling damage isn't quite there, and the structure damage from the objective quite strong for the first one. 30 carats using their tempo advantage to grab that camp early. We'll see if they're going to go for an invade here on the right. Cattle scouting it out. Blaze is going to come on down. We might have ourselves a fight in the bottom lane as Liam wants a flank here. He's going to go ahead and start up that right side camp. I don't know if Tremor saw it. Tremor's going to come on out here and try to catch one of those damage dealers. Ice Cleanse there is going to deny the root of Anduin. I think Blaze just took that. I'm not sure if Fun Sappers saw it or if they just couldn't get away. There is the Unstoppable, but it's going to expire before Tremor comes back. This could be first blood here, as level 10s are locked in. You saw that level 8 from Chromie, the time loop. Liam tries for a stun there, but Tremor with a sidestep, it's not enough. The long grenade from Tychus is going to secure that kill. And now bottom structure is going to be going over the 30 carats. Great control, great timing of their advantage. You saw them grab those 10s. Time loop there for Chromie. You saw the Lightning Breath, Bunker, Odin, and Ancestral Healing to round it out there. So Fun Sappers currently down 2 structures here at the 6-minute mark. They do have heroics of their own. We've got the Ardent Defender, Light Bomb, Blessed Shield, Durance of Hate, and Wailing Arrow. Right now looking for Chromie in the top lane. Madara's going to step on up here. Tremor waiting on the outside. Cure's not going to see Tremor. Legacy might have. Blessed Shield not going to connect. Nice dash there from Cure. Now they're going to try to move here onto Johanna, but the Unstoppable is popped. Infrared is going to be brought back here into Chromie range. A lot of damage coming out from that Dragon Breath, and Sylvanas is down. Tremor slowed on the side. Liam goes for a stun, but cannot connect. Tremor is going to get away, but that's another kill here for 30 carats. And now they're going to start sieging the top side. They are really getting, not just getting advantages through these picks, but getting advantages on the perfect side of the map every time. They get to soften up this last fort lane. It's in line for the next objective, but oh, there's a light bomb that comes on out to deny the engage. Going to force a bunker out from Liam to allow the escape. Mason catching some experience down here on the bottom side. We see Shaman camps being prepped before the next objective. 30 carats have a possible window to have a 13 advantage. It'll probably come through about midway through the next objective. You see Rhaegar and Tychus splitting off here, trying to get that 13 as quickly as possible. Tychus is going to have to come up here, though, as Fun Sappers are gathering in the area. 13 could be here any moment, so they have to be a little bit wary about this engage. Cattle is seen and dismounted. There's the 13s. Fun Sappers. Blessed Shield was used. Tremor moving into the back. Big Silence comes on out. Durance is going to hit, and that is going to be Tychus going down. Great job there by Fun Sappers, even with a talent deficit. They're going to get the slows out onto Cattle, and Roger is getting some great CDR. Diablo goes down, and that is a soul reset here. And they do find 13s of their own, so they're going to have an opportunity to step up and get some minions down on this objective. The rest of the team is going to see if they can damage this top fort. A risky engage pays off there for Fun Sappers. If they don't get that initial kill, they're down a talent tier, they're down in power. That could be a big turnaround point. But they saw their advantage and they took it. You see Liam is split off, is going for some camp steals here. Getting some mid-pressure in. Legacy is broken off. One of the advantages of Rhaegar here on this map is Rhaegar can go and do lane things. Go and do camp things. No big deal. Roger going to go ahead and grab the last hit and just get an Arcane Punisher on the way. Liam trying to push up the mid here. Mason Blaze is going to have to stay back and clear. Big jump comes on out. Cattle a little bit low on health as the souls were reset down to 42. The Arcane Punisher is creating a little bit of space. Cattle with the engage there onto Tremor. Liam on the backside is going for a big flank. He's going to be rooted there. Slug Hunter with a nice aim on the Chastise. Gets the Desperate Prayer out as well. Objective very low, but it looks like it's going to finish off the fort here. Fun Sappers doing a fantastic job of denying that flank. 30 carats wanted blood there, but did not have the opportunity. Mason Blaze able to get back here. Camp's mostly not doing a whole lot to the mid. They're going to be cleared away. Got held up on those minion waves. 30 carats. Doing a little scout. We'll go ahead and grab this bottom camp, which is pretty free since they have the bottom fort down already. Fun Sappers, without that vision, is forced to play safe back here. 30 carats, great control over two lanes here. Top has parity. Cattle and Tremor. Scouting there. There's the engage. 16 is pretty close here for 30 carats as they maintain their level advantage. Fun Sappers gonna have to be aware of that. Roger could be in a spot of trouble. Does have the port behind the gate. Durell on the top side is really pushing forward to try to get as much soak as possible here for Fun Sappers, as 30 carats does have that advantage. Durance of Hate was used, but it seemed like it was mostly defensive. So the rest of the team not there to follow up. Roger going for some dismounts. As 30 carats rotates to the mid. Next Punisher is going to be mid. We've got the Mortar Punisher coming up next. Fun Sappers playing safe till they have their level 16s. Tremor looking for an opportunity, but with Urel in the bottom lane, they don't have that full kill pressure that they're hoping for. 16s are here for Fun Sappers. Top lane's gonna have to be dealt with here by 30 carats. As Tremor steps up there. Not gonna bother with a dismount just yet. Sylvanas Johanna wave clear. Johanna didn't even have to use the wave clear ability. That was pretty much all Sylvanas. Right side camp going to be picked up here by Fun Sappers. No problemo. Tremor just trying to move ahead, trying to keep that vision up. Trying to get all the information as possible. 30 carats, they aren't really going hunting right now. They've had pretty good control over the objectives thus far. They won the first one, lost the second. They've got good lane pressure here. Mason Blaze gonna have to deal with this top shaman camp. They've got a mid camp pushing as well, as the shrine is getting ready to activate. Liam finds the stun. Madara on the edge here is going to try to put a little bit of damage. Nice grenade from Tychus as well is going to force out the Iron Skin, just in case. See Blaze now on the top side has to deal with the shaman camp of Fun Sappers. As the shrine is now activating. Urel up there as well, so we're at a 4v4. Oh, we got an engage here on the low side. Tremor. Oh, taken down very low. We see that Titan grenade has been picked up by Cure. Really going to do some good work. There's the Blessed Shield. They're going to try to follow it up there. Durance lands, but a nice purge by Legacy before the Wailing Arrow could connect. Cattle will remain fairly healthy here. With that Odin, it seems like this objective is all but assured here for 30 carats. We'll see if Fun Sappers is going to go for another engage. But without Durance, without Blessed Shield, that's a lot of their control that's missing. Top lane is pushing in here. 30 carats do have to be aware of that. Liam's trying to stay in the area just in case. We see the engage coming out onto Mason Blaze. Time Loop is going to come on out here. The Unstoppable is going to deny one pullback, but there's the other, and boom, Urel is down. No level 20 yet, no Seraphim. So that is a very timely pick here for 30 carats. Faith gaining a second charge there wasn't quite enough for the save. 30 carats is going to move forward quickly. Durance of Fate comes on out onto the back line. Tychus going to take a little bit of damage. It's Liam going in there looking for the kill onto Roger. Or onto Infrared, I should say. Mid-keep is going down here. Tremor engage. Liam is going to be cleansed and healed by the Ancestral, and now moving on to the core is the objective. Roger able to get back to safety. Core shielding is low. Objective is still fairly healthy, and they are doing a full core push. 30 carats is looking for the win right now, and they do it. Great siege damage. They pick up the victory here in game number 1. GG. Decisive victory there from 30 carats. Fun Sappers showing some life there in the mid game, picking up that objective. Great job grabbing that top lane kill. But ultimately, just really controlling the objective and getting the absolute most out of it every time was 30 carats. Nicely played. Checking in on the stats here, only 3 kills to 2 in that Infernal Shrines game. Madara on the Chromie, top hero damage for 30 carats, 45,000 coming on out there. Roger on the Mephisto, nearly 32,000 for Fun Sappers, but ultimately not a ton of clashes. There were a couple of attempted engages, but well rebuffed by both sides. Really came down to shrine control, and 30 carats was ahead in that aspect. Take a quick look at the talents as we update the scoreboard here and get ourselves ready for a game number 2. Isn't it the most hippest? Oh! I got all the swag today. It's swag day here. Nexus Gaming Series. Isn't it awesome? Alright, welcome back. We are setting up here for game number 2 in this Storm Division matchup. 30 carats, up 1-0 over Fun Sappers. You've got the next lobby. We'll give them the caster ready. We're ready. We're so close. These teams, one thing I gotta say about 30 carats so far this season. Sometimes you get two teams, they take their time, they hang out. 5 minutes later we get a lobby, someone went to get a snack. We already have, like, the draft has started. Like, they play fast. They are on the point. They're right here. They're ready. And with that, we better get going. We better, like, let you know what's going on here. Tomb of the Spider Queen is going to be our next map. Can you believe it? Another fantastic map choice by 30 carats. See if Fun Sappers with the first pick can bring the noise. Into the draft we go. 1 billion bananas for a face tat. If I reached the point in my streaming career where I'm still streaming and someone has 1 billion bananas, I don't know, I'd entertain the idea. I'd entertain it. You know what I would do? I would put it, like, under my hair somehow. I'd, like, get a really short haircut, like, put it on the side of my head, but then grow my hair back over it. Like, got him. It's like, that's not your face. It's like, it's close enough. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Close enough. It's fine. Similar bands opening up here. Brightwing Junkrat removed by our squads. We'll see if the trend continues with Hogger and Lucio, or if they want to change things up a little bit here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Still Hogger. Still Hogger. Can you believe it? I can. Clip. 1 billion bananas. I don't think you could even hold that. I think the most you can have it is, like, I think they've only got it up to 7 characters. So you can do like 9, 999, 999. So basically 10 mil. So a lot of you would have to submit 10 mil. Johanna going to be the ban here, not Lucio. Not Lucio. Does Fun Sappers pick the Lucio? That is the question. First pick Lucio on Tomb. Okay. I like Blaze. I think having the Blaze against them did hurt a little bit last game, so I understand this from Fun Sappers. With Hogger off the board and Blaze still there, possibly forcing out an early Leoric pick. Leo Lucio seems like a weird rotation early here from 30 carats, so it's a good draft gambit, I think. They're going to take that Lucio, but it is going to be Diablo here for Cattle. So we'll see if Fun Sappers wants to ban out that Leoric themselves in the mid here. Once again, Cattle going to show us the Diablo. Legacy says thank you very much for that Lucio. See if Fun Sappers is going to go back to some old regulars here. They won't have the Johanna this time. Do have access to Sylvanas, should they choose. Anduin, should they choose. Oh, they're going to get spicy with it. Slug Hunter on the Stukov, Infrared on the Sergeant Hammer. It's our first Hammer sighting here in a little bit. Good control, good zone control from Blaze and Stukov to put up a barrier in front of that Hammer or keep people still in Hammer's range. Though Lucio can just cleanse them out of it. Just Lucio things. Garrosh going to be the ban from 30 carats. Garrosh definitely a good zone control tank. Throwing people into that range. Throwing Hammer back to safety. Chromie, the ban from Fun Sappers, going to force Madara onto something else this game. So, Diablo Lucio, you're up against the Hammer. Chromie gone, I feel like Hanzo's a possibility here. See what 30 carats is thinking, how they want to engage into this, or how they want to just dance around it. That's a possibility as well when you're into that Hammer comp. Leoric is going to be chosen here by Liam. No mid-ban there, and it is the Hanzo. So they're going to try to lock up the Hammer in the Entomb. I imagine this is... Well, I mean, you've got the Blaze, that's helpful. I was gonna say you've got the Dragon Strike to put it over the Entomb, but you're also up against a Stukov, which means your Dragon Arrow is that much more potentially devastating. But you're also, like, you're against Blaze, who can potentially take a self-cleanse, Hammer can take a self-cleanse, and now you got Uther and Medivh. Holy shamolas, Fun Sappers is done playing around, and there's that Mephisto to counter the 2.5 healers. This is a full-on Hammer composition, and the counters from 30 carats have come on through. We'll see if it's going to be enough here to overcome the hammering. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. I don't know. Let's get into it. Let's do it. Game number 2. On the left in the blue, we have 30 carats. Legacy is on the Lucio, Madara on the Mephisto. Cattle is playing the Diablo. Cure is on Hanzo. And we've got Liam chillin', illin', grillin' on the Leoric. On the right of the red, we have Fun Sappers. Mason Blaze is on the Blaze. Slug Hunter is playing the Stukov. Tremor is on Uther. Infrared on Medivh. And Roger is playing the Sergeant Hammer. Looks like there's going to be some action down here in the bottom lane, as we have a Medivh portal to get forward as quickly as possible. Roger's going to set up on that bottom wall. Infrared going to scout the rotation here. Tremor going to try to just slow things down, let Roger get to work here. Madara stepping on up. That's a lot of that damage denied, but Legacy going to get the pushback as well. A little bit of damage onto the bottom wall, but not a lot. Good reaction there from 30 carats. This is one thing that I feel like 30 carats draft is going to be pretty good at in this situation. Is between Hanzo and Mephisto, they not only have good poke damage, they have consistent poke damage. You see Roger's down to half, despite all the heals, despite all the bubbles and all the movement. It's not like there's poke coming out every 6 seconds, every 10 seconds. It's just constant. And you don't have constant heals and constant shields. Dara going in there for some poke and getting absolutely shredded there, somehow managing to stay alive. Meanwhile, in the off lane, Blaze and Leoric are going to have a lovely time double soaking here for the foreseeable future. Now back to the action down in the bottom lane. Cure getting forced back there by Roger. Legacy chasing in, getting the slow, getting the push. As the wall has been pretty well taken care of here by 30 carats. Pretty nicely done. Fun Sappers is going to try to force a fight over this bottom camp here. Tremor stepping up, just making things difficult for 30 carats as Roger tries to finish off the camp. This is an advantage here for Fun Sappers. If 30 carats has to try to move into a space, I think they're in trouble. If they can just poke from outside and defend from a distance, I feel like their comp's pretty good. But fighting over a camp is not something I think 30 carats is going to want to do a lot this game. Tremor moved back to safety there. We saw Infrared bringing out that portal. Infrared currently on 4 stacks of 40 on that Medivh baseline quest. Madara, really shredding through Hammer there. Cure putting out those scatters from the side. Is going with the Q quest here. Trying to get as much extra range as possible. Meanwhile, in the off lane, they continue to chill. Good job, guys. All right, back to the action down here in the bottom lane. Ooh, Mephisto actually caught there. He is going to go down as first blood. Fun Sappers picking that one up. You see Slug Hunter picking the, what's it called? Fetid Touch. They're on level 1 to get that extra range, get that slow on the auto attack. Really just all talents, all minds are either keep them away from Hammer, or if they get into Hammer range, keep them in that range. Portal in here. Cure able to get away. Tremor goes for the Holy Shock. Tremor in trouble. Can't get the Hammer down. And Uther will fall. Roger pulled into range here as Madara trying to get that Lightning Nova damage, and Hammer falls as well. It's fallen apart here for Fun Sappers. 30 carats finds a seam and finds the double kill. Meanwhile, in the off lane. Keep it up, soldiers. You're doing great work. Uh-oh. Cattle's coming on up here to help Liam for a second. Mason Blaze could be in a spot of trouble. He's going to find the stun and move back to the safety of the walls here, though. But Hammer's on the way back. You know what that means. That means it's hammer time. It's hammer. It's hammer time. Oh, yeah. Team's taking their back camps here, trying to get some extra priority in the mid lane, possibly getting ready for a turn-in here. We see 30 Carats does have enough for their first turn-in. Fun Sappers a little bit behind in that aspect. And turn-in is done. 30 Carats is going to push out here. We'll see how much damage they can do with this first objective phase. Oh, Uther is going to be popped here on the bottom side. I wasn't expecting a kill before the objective even came out. 30 Carats finding a third here. Cattle looking for Roger, but Roger able to get it into that gate. See, that hover siege is definitely going to help out with the positioning here for Fun Sappers. Yeah, for hover siege coming in there at level 7. Cattle looking for that angle. Not going to find it, though. Leo on the top side getting some good work done here. It's Mason Blaze not really able to get in range of this Sapper. Infrared still only sitting on 10 stacks on that baseline quest, up to 11 now. But the shifty members, the shiftiness of 30 Carats, they've been dodging those rifts. Tremor gonna step up there. Not gonna take the portal back. Leo doing some big work there. Liam actually almost went down. Is able to hearth back to safety and get some health back. I was expecting 30 Carats to have a little bit more trouble here, to be honest, but they held really well in the early game versus that hammer siege. Now they're pushing level 10. This is working out well, but they haven't had to deal with the hover siege just yet. We'll see if Roger can abuse that level 7 talent to really make life difficult here for 30 Carats in the mid game. Have to watch out, though, as the 10s are online. Madara steps on up. Is going to be stunned. There's the Dragon Arrow going to come on out, looking for a connection. Is going to land there. Apocalypse as well. Follow-up is good onto Hammer. Durance of Hate lands as well, but there's the Protect bubble. Damage was too far back. Stukov is still going to be the first to go down here. Great CC layering there from 30 Carats, keeping Hammer out of that fight for long enough. Liam is absolutely bullying in the off lane here. Is going to put some extra damage onto Mason Blaze. Doesn't have that bunker up just yet. But now Fun Sappers do have their 10s. Starting to lock those in. There's the Napalm Strike there for Hammer. Got the Leyline Seal for Medivh. Massive Shove, Bunker, and Divine Shield. 30 Carats, you saw that. Dragon Arrow coming on out. Apocalypse and Tomb. High 5. Durance of Hate are the choices there for the blue team. I want to see what this next engage looks like. So close to another turn-in. First interrupt for Hanzo. There's the Durance of Hate coming on out here. Uther is taking a lot of damage. Tremor going to be pulled away from that bunker, but is protected and able to move back to safety. Roger just shelling away from the side here. Leyline Seal is going to stop Lucio from getting into that back line. Legacy in trouble. Gets into that silent zone and not able to push off. Lucio goes down. Fun Sappers. A little bit light on options. Tremor's moving forward. They find the stun. There's the follow-up from Mason Blaze, and there's that Stukov. Silence is just so good at finishing. Another kill for Fun Sappers. You saw Kier looking for Roger there on the edge. Is able to move away to the bottom lane. Extra stun train comes on out. Silent zone and Cattle with nowhere to go. That's another soul reset, and Fun Sappers have come alive here post level 10. They're looking for their first turn-in. Another possible move. Oh, they find Hanzo as well. Wow, Fun Sappers. Now they've got an objective on the way, and they got an extended quad kill. Liam is going to get stunned. They got 2 more to follow up. Leo trying to get away here, but will simply fall. Just Leoric things, nothing really to be worried about. Roger trying to boost on back to safety. Legacy on the chase here is going to get the knockback, but still working, still working. Tremor is going to step up looking for Lucio. Nice peel there from Cattle. Silent Zone has kind of pinned Lucio here on the edge. Finally, Legacy able to come out. Massive shoved into the corner. Roger continues to shell. Medivh trying to predict where Lucio's going to be, but a little bit ahead of the curve there. Cattle in some trouble is going to go down in getting Lucio on out. Fun Sappers are really starting to snowball this advantage. Gonna take down the top fort. Mid fort being worked on here by Mason Blaze. Cure. Oh, that was a weird one. this spray is in. There's the Dragon Arrow. Extra stun, though, from Uther, and that is Hanzo going down. The staggers are real. Oh, but Hammer is taken out. Mephisto with the counter kill, and the engine falls out here for Fun Sappers. Now Tremor is being taken away. Madara covers both exits and takes down the Uther. Fun Sappers getting a little bit too aggressive there. 30 carats with the punish. Are going to save their mid structure. Top does go down.
Bring me their power.
And now, back to a little bit of parity here. 5 structures to 5. Liam trying to get this structure here on the top side. As things calm down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Silence comes on out looking for Liam here. Gets on out to be able to use the Wraith Walk. Roger trying to walk it on forward with this Bruiser Camp here for Fun Sappers. These 30 carats are going to get Bruiser Camp of their own, but can they save the structure? Roger not really able to get in rage. Madara goes for a long distance durance, but does not connect. Fun Sappers still looking for an opportunity. They now just barely have enough for their next turn in, but they would need everyone to do it. 30 carats, on the other hand, really just need Madara to turn in here. That'll be it. Blue Web Weavers are on the way. See if 30 carats can get some more done. Ooh, Madara taken down to half there. Trying to step on forward. Liam looking for the flank. Infrared and crew. They're going to portal on over. The long walk there from Leo is enough to get away. Dragon Arrow comes on out. Is not going to find the stuns. So the fight is a little bit split here. Mid structure does go down. Cure on the top side doing some great work there with the now finished level 1 Q quest. Sorry folks, I'm back. Madara gets hit with the Leyline Seal. Apocalypse comes on out here. Madara able to survive, moving right into the back there, trying to do some work, but now has to walk it away from Roger. Tremor on the chase, wants this hit. Slug Hunter stepping on up here as Mephisto is dipping and dodging. Manages to get away there, just barely. Leo going to be in some trouble here. Liam does go down, but mid-fort wall in trouble. Topside, Cure is actually getting a ton of damage with this split push before getting on back to safety. Or are they? Tremor is going to read the jump, but there's the rest of 30 carats. Going to need a portal on out and will get it. Tremor still in trouble. Actually got pulled back in there, and Uther will go down. Dragon Arrow comes on out, is going to get the stun onto 2. Can 30 carats turn this into multiple? Infrared gets absolutely shredded by that scatter, but manages to get the Leyline Seal off to help reset the fight here. Fun Sappers trying to save the structure, but Hanzo is going to finish it off here. 30 carats getting a lot of structure work done with that next objective, or with that last objective. Next objective goes over to Fun Sappers. They're going to try to help even out these lanes. Valcomer, that was a very quick word on the street. We didn't talk about that long ago, but yeah, I mean, you know, throw a billion bananas together and we'll have a serious conversation. Well, let's put it that way. We're going to have a very serious conversation. Engage comes out onto Roger here, but the Protect Bubble is going to bring Hammer back to full. Mason Blaze, nice stun on the edge there, but Cattle staying alive at full health. Trying to burn through each other's defenses here as the poke war continues. Madara steps on up, getting a huge Lightning Nova, but taking some big damage. Dragon Arrow onto 2. Medivh is going to get popped there. The shield can only save one. Slug Hunter trying to walk it back here as Cure is on the chase. Liam can't get the entomb as Slug Hunter is trying to get out of there. Legacy won the catch-up, gets the pushback, but it doesn't allow... Oh, the scatter is in! Somehow, Cure hitting all of that scatter and Stukov will fall. Gonna see them move towards the topside boss after that double kill. We gotta do a little bit of work here. Madara stepping on back to clear this lane up. But this is gonna be a boss pushing directly onto core here. 30 carats also not that far off from level 20. Might have an opportunity to simply end with this push. They've got a turn in as well. We'll see if they have what it takes to do that. 22 being put in there. Boss is taken. Tremor has a bit of an interrupt here. They need all of them. Not quite all of them. Liam only has 2. And they do manage to get the turn in. This is going to be... Level 20 is here. Fun Sappers, they've got to make something happen really, really fast, or the siege is just going to be completely overwhelmed. Madara steps forward, there's the Mimic, but the stun is good! There is Mephisto going down, but look at the combo! Dragon Arrow is out, Apocalypse is out, Tremor is taken down, there goes Infrared, double kill for the price of 1. There is the Leoric Entomb, and that is going to be almost all the rest. 30 carats catches them out here. Mason Blaze survives, but the core will not. Can they get this kill before the core falls? No. 30 carats is going to go up 2-0 in this series. GG. Once again, just stellar play coming on out here from 30 carats. Fun Sappers put together a very particular draft and had some very nice execution. But ultimately, it came down to... What did it even come down to? It came down to a great draft from 30 carats. Hanzo and Mephisto. Fantastic work in that game. Did a lot of damage, did a lot of consistent damage into that back line that the cooldowns just couldn't account for. Let's go to the post-match. A few more extra kills that game. Couple of extra kills. Madara, top damage there for 30 carats. A little over 82,000 coming on out there. Roger on the hammer. Nearly 78 there for Fun Sappers. A 13-10 kill effort. Put up those talents for you as we update our scoreboard. And get ready for a game number 2. Get some water in you. Sit up straight. Now's the time. Oh, yeah. Crack that back a little bit. So good. Alrighty. Wouldn't that be amazing? To win some cool stuff. I already got some cool stuff. I got this hat. Got this excellent hat. I got a shirt for NGS. Got my mug. My mug's downstairs. But I got all the swag. Swag day. Swag day! Oh! Swag day today. Had to do it. Big time plays. We don't even have time for a big time break. Because the next lobby's up. Let's head on in there. They're saying ready already. it's I love it. I absolutely love it. It's awesome. Alright, draft is going to start in a second. Let's go to map select. We're going to Battlefield of Eternity, once again chosen by 30 carats. The draft has started. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? We're already heading into Game 3 draft. It's been like an hour. Hope you're on the edge of your seat, but still sitting up straight. Sit up straight for this high-paced action. Let's go to the draft. It's important. I know you're all gamers. I know you're out there on your computers. Maybe you don't like your chair so much, but I'm telling you, just take your back off the back of your chair. Scoot back a little bit. Shoulders back and down. Then lean back again. Elbows at your sides. Get some ergonomics. It's important. It really is. We're going to go through the ban phase once again. I think it's going to look pretty familiar here. Though Battlefield of Eternity, there are some heroes that really move up in priority, Hanzo in particular. Junkrat somewhat moves down in priority here on Battlefield of Eternity. Still bannable. Still bannable. I want to see a Hanzo ban here from 30 Carats. We'll see what they think. I mean, Hogger's up, Blaze is up, all that fun stuff's up. I think a Hanzo ban makes sense. I'm gonna ban Anubarak, though. That's our first Anubarak sighting of the whole series. Anubarak has that little trick there on Alterac Pass. We tend to see a noob come on out. But a noob is kind of a very all-in tank these days, and when you're going up against cleanses, it can be a problem. Poor noob can kind of be left out in the cold. But with Lucio banned, a noob definitely goes up in power. So we see that ban there. And it's Hanzo! Old Crush knows what he's talking about sometimes. Old Crush knows a thing or two about a thing or two. Roger picking up the Hanzo there for fun Sappers. 30 Carats. Seeing what they want in response. They want Blaze. Blaze picked up by Liam. Cattle is just living the heyday on Diablo. Saying, I'm gonna pick it until you make me stop. Daring fun Sappers to take a Tychus on Battlefield of Eternity, which is pretty monka sometimes. It's doable. It's not that it's not doable. Just a little monka sometimes. You know how it is. It's also a little monka to grab Hanzo Tychus before the mid-ban. We're going to see Yrel Murden come on out here. Mason Blaze showed off the Yrel prowess in game number 1, rebuffing Blaze ease left and right. Murden also able to wander forward, get a lot of vision, get out of trouble. 30 Carats, thinking about their ban here. Hanzo Li Ming is something that some teams play. It's a little bit constraining in your team fight style. I wouldn't mind a Sylvanas ban or something like that. They're going to go ahead and ban Anduin. Anduin can definitely ruin the party of that Diablo Blaze. Fun Sappers looking at that Blaze Diablo. I'd be a little bit worried about a Stukov, honestly. It's a pretty similar style to what they just ran themselves. We'll see what their thoughts are on this mid-ban. Gonna ban out the Tracer. Gonna try to let Hanzo breathe a little bit in that back line. $30 Carats. Oh, they are gonna go for the Li Ming. Nice. Kier picking up the Li Ming here. Basically one of the only maps you see Li Ming on ever, besides maybe Volskaya. But it is nice to see her broken out every now and again. There's that Stukov. Legacy going for the full lock him down, blow him up, no way out style here for 30 Carats. Fun Sappers, last 2 picks. They need a healer. They need a flex. What are they going to do? They're going to play Imperious. They're going to play Imperious. They're going to spear them all down, and there's the Rhaegar for Slug Hunter. I like this pick. This 30 Carats draft between Blaze and Diablo, they're going to stack up on a target. They're going to go both jump into the same spot, and then Imperious just goes, hi-ya! Stabs them. Big time stab time. Unless they engage onto Imperious, then it's a little awkward. That's a little awkward. But you got Murden and Yrel to help you out. Should be okay. Madara on the last pick here for 30 Carats. Going to look for something to go alongside the Li Ming. It's going to be... it's a Sylvanas. Who could have guessed? Oh, you probably could have guessed. You probably could have guessed it was Sylvanas. The solid last pick here for 30 Carats. Running very tight, very focused draft here. But on the right, Fun Sappers, they've got an Imperious. How could you not want that to win? How can you not want more Heroes of the Storm to come at you tonight? 30 Carats doesn't want that. They want to shut it down. A 3-0 again. See if they can do it. Let's get in there and find out. On the left in the blue, looking to close out this series, it's 30 Carats. Cattle is on the Diablo once again here. Liam back on the Blaze. We've got Madara on the Sylvanas. Legacy's playing Stukov, and Kier is on the Li Ming. On the right in the red, it's the Fun Sappers. Infrared is on the Imperious. Slug Hunter is playing Rhaegar. Tremor is on the Muradin. Roger playing Hanzo. We've got Mason Blaze on the Urel. 30 carats. Have mostly returned to their computers. Let's check in. Oh, there he goes. All right, Madara. I need you to get that. I need you to get there fast. I know the microwave just went off. I know that popcorn. You can't be late to get the popcorn. I'm fully aware. But I'm glad you made it. Luckily, didn't miss a whole lot. Unless they were trying to Sylvanas cheese. Then you missed that, but that's okay. It happens. Popcorn's important, okay? Have you ever left popcorn in for like 20 seconds too long? It's inedible. Completely inedible. I tried to put a popcorn, you know, a popcorn clause in the break timer rules. NGS didn't listen. They'll listen to me one day. Wave's gonna clash here on the bottom side. Looking at our talents, of course, we've got Hanzo going for the scatter quest, as is tradition here on Battlefield of Eternity. Dagger quest here for Sylvanas. Looking to stack up on that front line. No other questing talents to be found. We do see that burn the Impure. Imperious going for that % damage to try to help burn down old Diablo there. Tremors over the top, and we're gonna have a full-on fight. Here comes Blaze, here comes Urel, but 30 carats gets the camp. And Infrared's gonna go down. That was... I thought there was gonna be more to that one, but there wasn't. 30 carats gets the camp, gets the kill, and moves on back to the top side. Very nicely played, good repositions there. And finding that kill. Fun Sappers. Trying to catch him by surprise, but couldn't quite find what they were looking for there. Looking for a stun on the tower. Pushed Tremor through the gate. Look at this. Big time siege here from 30 carats, almost taking that down. Big spear comes on out, and oh, Sylvanas is removed. That spear animation always a little bit longer than you think it is. Infrared gets the stick. And that is Fun Sappers responding with the first kill of their own. Checking on the top side here. Mason Blaze is keeping an eye on that camp, seeing if there's any rotates. Liam just checking as well. Is going to start. Right now, Fun Sappers getting their Shaman camp out. Urel is just going to show there after Blaze got the vision with the oil spill. But just doing standard macro are both of our teams. They're going to try to hold this a little bit to get a small advantage. Infrared doing a good job of staying by the gate. Imperious does a lot of good things really well, but getting away from ganks is not one of them. Not one of them for old Speary Imperious. Bottom lane wall taken down here by 30 carats. Nice scatter. Hanzo currently 15 out of 20 stacks here at the 3-minute mark. Blaze and Urel continuing to battle it out on the top side. Li Ming trying to get a couple of shots in here on the top for 30 carats. Hanzo working on the bottom side here for Fun Sappers. Looks like 30 carats going to jump on in here and get ahead on this first burn. We'll see if Fun Sappers can step up and defend here. Mason Blaze going for a super deep flank. They're looking for Madara once again. Spear comes on out, pushed back into the kill range. Oh, but the Haunting Wave is timed perfectly. Madara gets away with 190 health there. Roger going to step back and put a timer on this defense here for Fun Sappers. Sylvanas has to head on down for the bottom wave clear. Getting close here. There's the engage. Cattle is going to get away from the stun briefly. Slug Hunter able to kite on back with the help of that totem. But it looks like this is going to be close. It looks like 30 carats is going to get there. Slug and Roger both stunned out. And that's going to be 30 carats, about 2,600 on that shield. Moving on through the top lane. Life in the top lane. All these lane names have taken on a new meaning since I've been looking more at League. It's all a strange new world. Cattle with the push into the stun of the immortal Tremor, able to jump on back just barely. Legacy with a great placement on the silence as well. A cheeky play from Cattle, nearly getting a kill out in the open. Wow. Objective being burned down pretty effectively there by Fun Sappers. Looks like they're going to save their structure for the meantime. 30 Carats with the slight level advantage here. We'll see if they want to fight over this top camp once again. Roger is going to go ahead and scout it out, but not a whole lot Fun Sappers wants to do about it. Urel already starting up the bottom side here for Fun Sappers, so 30 Carats is not going to get both. There's the scatter done. Nicely timed there by Roger. This could be top fort down with this camp as 30 Carats look like they're threatening. Tremor pushed back. Nice aim there by Cure, getting the hit on the Arcane Orb. Interesting stun there. Was that a Storm Bolt? That was weird. Jet Propulsion kind of got interrupted on the spot. That is top fort to fall. 30 Carats draws first Building Blood. I'm surprised Blizzard didn't go with that. I feel like we could have got that as a soundbite, but no. What do you think? First Building Blood. I don't know where to put the emphasis. We'll workshop it. It's going to be fun. 30 Carats looking for this bottom structure as well, as they threaten to get level 10 very shortly. Fun Sappers has to keep an eye on that experience counter. Stun comes out. There's Infrared with the follow-up. Liam gets taken down a little bit here, but the follow-up on a Tremor is great. Infrared in some big trouble there as the dagger is burning that armor. Imperius goes down, and 30 Carats are going to pick up another structure here before our second objective phase. Like we got a north-south configuration here. This 30 Carats is going to grab their 10s in just a moment. Fun Sapper's going to try to get their Shaman camp out. Oh, 30 Carats is going to try to use their 10s to get over the wall, and they do. Camp Steal is good, greatly timed there by the blue team. Mind Control is going to land. Liam gets the stun. Can Tremor get away? Gets barely out of the silence zone. Lurking Arm almost got that kill. 10s are here for 30 Carats. We got the Massive Shove, Wave of Force, Bunker, Mind Control, and Lightning Breath. Fun Sappers still waiting for 10s of their own. Currently just stuck. They got to just clear the lanes. They got to prep and get ready for the defense here. But they do manage to find those 10s. Very important that they do. Or else this would have been possibly a very quick finish for 30 Carats. Looking like a possible step-up gank here. Tremor going to move on forward. Fun Sapper's going to try to make something happen here. They've got the Ardent Defender, Dragon Arrow, Avatar, Angelic Armaments, Ancestral Healing. Infrared waiting on the low side, but Cattle will not be fooled. They are covering all the flanks here. Infrared still thinking about going over the wall, is actually going to be spotted there by the Fire Stomp, and Cattle goes straight over the top here. 30 Carats may have caught the fish they were looking for. They're going to double back here. Going to leave Infrared alone. Cattle still going to continue to look for that dismount on the edge. And keep an eye on this developing story. Bottom corridor. Stunned once again here as we got a 4v4 defense. Infrared shows up at the back. Dragon Arrow not going to hit that front line. As Infrared takes the healing from the Ancestral. Out of options, though. Imperius is going to be taken down. Bottom structure is in trouble, too. Oh, stunned and into the silence. Tremor trying to jump away. Muradin gets caught just barely. And now this could be Core. 30 Carats going for a quick victory once again. We're at the 9-minute mark. Core down to 50%. They want the kill onto Hanzo, and they get it. Core is down, and 30 Carats have speed run another best of 5, 3-0 victory. GG. What can I say? As we fail to transition properly once again. Hey, we're back. I gotta figure out what's going on. That started to happen more and more. But hey, it's 3-0. 30 Carats once again remains undefeated here in Storm Division, taking out Fun Sappers here in tonight's matchup. Just, what can I say? Another fantastic performance. Let's go to the post-match. 5 kills to 1 that game. Cure on the Li Ming. 32,000 hero damage coming on out there. Roger on the Hanzo. 23.5. Numbers not high, but, you know, for 9-minute game, not too bad. Not too bad. Take a look at the talents, such as they are. In case you want to know how to build these heroes, this talent screen going to help you out for your next 9-minute victory. And we'll close out this here show. Swag overload taking a toll on the PC? Very likely. Extremely likely. I think I just need to update. I've been avoiding the OBS 28 update. Been dreading it. But I'm going to have to do it eventually. I'm sure it'll be fine.